Hey, what's up people, and welcome to this new video of this series of working with Prestashop and Angular with the web services for sure. So previously we did list the categories, and we created a click to show the details of the category, and now we'll be working on showing the image. So if you remember, let me just grab any link from my ID to show you the image. Actually, the image must be requested with an ID and containing prefix image. So let me go back to the service and just grab this one, or simply this URL image, and open it on a browser. Hit an ID like 3 or 6 or whatever, and you will get like a raw image to be displayed. So in case you would like to request this image using the API, we will get a 401 error, like unauthorized. So since we cannot get an image, a physical image or a blob through a REST API, okay, we need to access this directly by its URL. So we need to move back to the template, the HTML, and create a new image tag, and inside the src we will be passing this URL, and the key will be the ID of the category. So if you go back to the component.ts, I need to get this URL from the service, since I did require or inject this service into my constructor. So I'll do actually I have the image and I have the ID. So the ID is really, I'll say it's required, or is what's the word, is taken. We did get it from the route, so it's okay. And also I need to set up the image. So this .img will be equivalent to this dot the name of the service, so it will be Prestashop. So it's so lowercase Prestashop dot image URL or URL image, and we'll be concatenating the ID. So since we doesn't have a slash, so it will be like this directly, this dot ID, and like this we will have the full URL to the image. And now let's move back to the template, and inside this we will inject the image variable or attribute. And let's go back to have a look to the application. Again, let's open the console to see any potential error. Okay, there is an error here for the ID. You cannot read property of undefined. So in which line? Category component, host app module, category component. Okay, where is this problem? So this is it, this ID. Okay, this is kind of weird to get this error. This ID, it's wrong. Okay, back, fresh, and the image, there you go. So there we have the image and we have the description, and all look good. But now I will do some refactoring. I would like to go for lazy loading, so we'll start working with modules, and I think this is better for the speed and the quality of the code. So I will create like let's imagine this will be an application, so we will have a login and like a public section where we have sign in or sign up or whatever, and we have a private action or part, where I'm saying action, a private file that will be containing all the process and actions that we will be executing on categories, product, etc. So okay, I start losing focus. I'm creating a front-end application, so normally any user will be logged in. We will have like a profile, and we'll be able to send requests and the cards actually. So the orders, the public part will be like orders and that kind of stuff. So let me create a folder and call this private, and I create another folder and I call it shared. So it will be containing all the services, for instance, and I will do like what else, and that's it. Normally I'll go for a public. This will contain all the stuff, public, and I'll have layout. This will be containing the header, the footer, sidebar in case we have one, and etc. So it will be layout. And let me just reorganize things. I need this console to do some stuff. I'll go cd src app, and under the app I will go under the public, cd public, and I do ng generate module, and I'll call this a public module. Oops, I forgot to hit routing. No problem. Let me just remove that folder, that file that I did create. Okay, I forget to set this to create. Okay, that's not routing. Yes, this is routing. Sorry guys. Yo, and okay, sorry for this, kind of ridiculous, but I have to do it. Okay, there you go. So the routing and the module are created correctly. Place them directly under the folder, and inside this folder for sure I will create a new component that will be the landing page that will contain the router outlet of this module. Ng generate component, I will call this public, and yeah, that's it. Okay, I will do exactly the same thing for the private, for the layout also. So one step back, cd public, oops, cd client or private. Come on, for the sake of God. Ng generate module, and we call this private, or yeah, let's go for private, and added the routing, and ng generate component will be also exactly the same name, so it will be sorry, it will be private, and we will have the new generated module. So we have the module first, then the component must be generated in a second. There you go. And exactly the same thing, all the guys must be moved directly to the root of the private folder. Okay, perfect. And what's next? We are public, we good. Oops, I need also to take this guy out. Okay, private and layout. Exactly, I will do create a simple module with the components, actually many of them, so we'll have like a header, footer, something like this. So cd layout, ng generate module layout, and routing, and ng generate component. I will call this I will call it like let's go for public or layout again. Okay, so normally application does crash now, or actually it didn't because I didn't refresh anything. So layout, and exactly the same thing, these files must be directly under the route of the folder. Okay, perfect. Now I need to adjust some routes, actually create some routes inside the app routing modules. So for the categories for the landing page, they will be redirected to the category module, which is, it will be actually under the public section. So let's go back to this guy, cd public, and inside it I will create a category module, I guess, because we're having like listing the module, the categories, and viewing the categories and something like that. So I guess a module would be a good idea instead of simple or many components just listed under the public. So I'll go for ng generate module categories, and ng generate component. Okay, categories again, categories, there you go. And don't forget to add the routing for sure, routing. Okay, And also we'll do exactly the same thing for the products. So we'll have like listing the products, viewing products, product list, the kind of lot of stuff, and searching products. So a module also is a good idea here. So again, ng generate module products and hit the routing, and ng generate component products for the router outlets. Okay, seems to be good. Perfect. Now what's next? I need to work or to go back to, actually I'm in the routing module, so I need to wire things. Oops, what's wrong here? I need to wire things, as I said. So in a way, if I go under slash categories, if I go directly to the main row, to the main page, actually, I think yeah, so this is wrong. I must be actually redirected whether to the product list. Oh no, okay, I'm just thinking about the application at the same time I'm coding, so it's kind of confusing a bit. But what will happen here, it will be landed into like an index page that will be showing the product listing, like the first or the latest 12th product or 9th product added by the administrator of the website, and we'll have a menu like showing products and categories, so for sure, like a drop down containing the products, the categories. Okay, I'm getting confused. We will have a menu with categories, and when we do click on that menu, we'll be heading this page that listing the various category. And so we'll be actually working on the module categories, and from there we'll be listing and viewing details. And there you go. So let's go back to the template and to the IDE, and I'll create for the layout, I'll create a new component. I'll call it like header or menu or navbar, cd layout, ng generate component navbar. Okay, and inside this navbar, as you may guess, we will have a menu. Okay, let's head to Bootstrap and get Bootstrap, and we'll be copying the navbar. Let me just check my Bootstrap version. I would like to be sure that I'm using whether the third version or the 4.0. Let me just check my package.json and Bootstrap. It's the 3.3.7, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, go for example. Example, it must be somewhere. Sorry. Oh, themes. No, not this one. Okay, I get lost a bit, but this is the page I'm looking for, and I will grab this page, show the source code, and simply copy that nav element, the fix bar. Okay, nav bar. Yep. So this one, and head back to the navbar component, HTML version actually, and place that dude right there, and we'll be back to it to fix it and to customize it. So the very first thing to do is, if the path is empty, let me create a new path. Okay, if the path is empty, there's no parameter actually, so I will be using a component. With kind of component, I still didn't create it yet, but we'll be call it like the front page, and it will be contained under the public section. So let's go back to the ID, to the command line, and head to public folder, and inside it I will do ng generate component like landing page or index page. Okay, let's call it index page. No, it's kind of wrong name to use, so let's go for landing page. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, let's hope that's a good idea. Okay, let's go. Very well, we have the component. So actually when it's actually we'll be loading the public module right here. So we go for load children, and we'll head over to the public modules. So we are under the SSE. We need to do /public /public dot module and hash, and added the public module name, and this is lazy loading in place. Okay, what's wrong? It doesn't really matter. And let me just get back to this dude, actually do the routing for it, and to speed up things I'll copy this block, constant root, override it, and this guy is for child. So this is one of the benefits of using the CLI. Everything is almost there. It's up to you now to create the routes. So when there is nothing with the route, you will be using the landing page module component, sorry. So the component will be landing page, yeah, this one. And for now, let's get rid of this. Okay, cool. Now let's have a test, and I'm sure that we'll have a big problem, you know. So component landing page is not part of ng module. We need to import this landing into the public module, public routing, landing page. Oops. All right, I think it's a good idea to reload things, and I'll go for a live reload false. And there you go. So the routing is working properly, except one thing. I need to add a router outlet to this public.html. So we are getting like a public works. We should not get public works, for instance, but landing page works. It works actually, and this guy must be router. Oops, router. Come on, buddy. Anyway, router outlet. There is a line. I think also I need to import another module for this. It's ng routing or ng module kind of things. Okay, landing page work. Everything is okay. Let me just display some lorem right here to make things to be sure actually. All right. Okay. I think I need to walk the app module .html, app component.html, since it did not contain any it contained the router outlet and also an extra content. So I'll move remove this contents, and yeah, so we'll be having the landing page directly. And let's head over to the layout module. Or before that, I would like to be sure that everything is running properly. So, oops, it did not refresh. Landing page work, that's it. Okay, something is wrong with the application, and yeah, since I did forget actually to import the module, the public module, under the app module. Yeah, so right here I need to do import public module. Okay, then inside this public module also I need to import the public routing module, which is already imported, and I have also the component imported, and normally everything must be okay now if I'm not wrong. Let's refresh the page, and landing is working. And let me just show you what was wrong. It was actually using the app module, the app router outlet, this one, and not the module one. So if you do remember, I did added these dashes, and it did not show anything So let me just reload the server and re-execute it, and normally we will see the changes. And also I did import the public module, which will be used to inject the content, and everything is okay. And you see these dashes that I added to the public module template. Let's get rid of this and keep going with our application.